Welcome to Percy's Park, where today we are going to add yet another fantastic ride. I'm pointing over here, it's going to be somewhere over here. But before we make that fantastic ride, I want to thank everyone for the comments on the last episode. I absolutely love having given this park a name now, which is of course all very exciting, but you know what else is exciting? Shooting things. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to figure out how to shoot things. Now, shooting things in Minecraft is of course really very easy. All you do is you have a bow and then you click and you shoot and then there you go, you've shot a thing. But I'd like to figure out how to detect that, which is also very easy in Minecraft. Is you place a target block and if you hit the target block, the light turns on. We've now detected me successfully hitting the block. The problem is that that's not very customizable and also not really a fun challenge. People have done that before. And if you have a good look around the park, you'll notice that pretty much everything is custom. I mean, we've got Easter baskets that we can sit in and spin around in. I mean, heck, we can fly around on brooms if that's what we want. I mean, the Elytra's got nothing on us. Now, if we're going to shoot things, I think we can make a far more awesome way of doing that. Not to mention, we can give it a really cool theme. And let us go see what we can do. Now, last video, you may recall we were trying to detect left and right clicks. Well, this video, we're going to try and do the same thing. Right in front of me somewhere, it's invisible, is an interaction entity. And if I click it, it's going to tell me right. In fact, it did it a whole bunch because I already tested it. Now, the interaction saying right is a bit of a placeholder right now. We can instead make it, I don't know, shoot a beam out of our faces. But right now it's not going to do that because it's not going to do anything when I click here. It's only going to work when I click over there. That's an issue. And so now I've made a command that will constantly teleport that interaction right in front of my face. Look, now I can click everywhere and always get right. It does come with a bit of an issue, however, because now I cannot click my command block anymore. I need to be really close. But at least we know that it works now. Brilliant. And let me just temporarily disable that one. There you go. I can click things again. Ooh, brilliant. So this here is the command that detects when I'm right clicking and that makes the interaction say right. Right? But instead of it saying right, what we wanted to do is we wanted to summon a marker. I wonder what this does. Not what I'd like it to. Okay. Oh, that's really quite brilliant. I tried to summon an invisible entity. Of course I'm not going to see something happening when I try to summon something that's invisible. Alright, so now... Ooh, I summoned a whole bunch of things. It should summon... Okay, yeah, that is... Yeah, okay, I see what I did wrong there. This should work now. Now it should summon a marker wherever I stand when I right-click. Look at that, brilliant. I am thinking it needs to be a little bit lower. It's not quite where I need it to be, but it's working now, so that's brilliant. I kind of like that. There you go, right in my face. Exactly where I need it. I've now added this command that will kill the marker when it's too far away. We don't want any rogue markers in our world. And this one is kind of important. This one is what will teleport the marker forwards. Let's go see if that actually works, shall we? Okay. Look at that, that's kind of cool. I think it might be going a little fast. I was worried that it would be too slow, but I think it's going a little too fast. But for now it's kind of cool. Now I need to figure out how to send it in the direction I'm looking at. Because it's only going in that direction now. I was sort of hoping that would already work, but it's not working. I got it to work! I got it to work! Look, it's working! It's going in every direction I want it to. We can spam it. Ooh. Now, of course, we need this to hit certain targets. How are we going to do that? I genuinely do not know yet. Let's just pick a very specific block for now. So I think if we activate that one and that one... Yes, there you go. We got a hit. Well, that's pretty easy. Yeah, okay, we can do this. We can work with this. Actually, technically, we've got the technical bits ready now, I think. That's pretty cool. There you go. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but now it kills itself. Okay, we got this. Pew! Pew! That's pretty cool. I like it. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and as you can see behind me, I've doing a lot of working as well. I mean, we've got an entire building here now. And essentially, I've come up with a really cool theme for our ride. You may also notice, if you look at my hotbar, I've got a powder deployer. But what's that, you ask? Well, essentially, this is our blaster. And you may notice I've made a bunch of changes here. But first, I want to show off that when I'm not holding this item, I'm clicking. Wait, maybe you can hear that. I'm clicking. There's nothing happening. But when I'm holding the item, now it does happen. So you can only shoot when you're holding the item. You may also notice that everything is green and it sort of curves, which it didn't do before. I'm going to explain it all. In fact, I'm going to explain it right now. You see, here's the theme. What we are going to do is we are going to help out the fairies. This is closer than I anticipated that to be. But essentially, this here is the entrance of the ride. Over here is where you will get into your little cart. A cart that I have yet to make. And then when you get into that cart, you will also get your gun. And the cart is just going to go along on this track over here. And you will see, well, everything is really big. We've got a lot of nature over here. And everything is just really big. Or are we all just small? What the idea is, like I said, we're going to help the fairies. What this gun does is it shoots out powder. Fairy powder. Hence the name powder deployer. And the idea is that we hit the rooted dirt. You can see we get 100 points. Currently, this is only visually. I haven't implemented the scoreboard yet. Now, the story here is that we are helping the fairies plant all the flowers, right? Because I've been looking out of my window and it's spring and suddenly flowers are popping up everywhere. I started thinking, those fairies, they are awfully busy. Let's help them out a little bit with that, right? And so the objective here is to shoot the rooted dirt. And while the powder is, of course, what is going to make the plants grow, right? And so essentially you're just sitting in your little cart over here and you're shooting the rooted dirt as you go along. And this is what helps you score points. And there's a little teaser. That's a little surprise for the end. I made something cool over there. Well, I suppose all of this is really cool as well. But, you know, we'll save the best for last. And so I guess this is just as good a time as any to reveal the name of the ride. This ride is going to be called the Fairy Planting Squad. Or FPS for short. And so first things first, what we need now is a cart. So let me hop into Blockbench and work on that. Oh look, and there's Blockbench. And we've got a whole bunch of things to talk about. First of all, fairies, nature, we need to talk about the theme. And then, of course, there is the size of it, which is a very interesting one. So let's first start with the shape of it all. What I'm trying to create is something that looks a lot like a ride cart, like you would see in actual parks, like I'm doing with every ride that I'm making. Something that I tried messing around with a little bit is making it fairly small and then scaling it up quite a bunch. And so I'm kind of hoping that that way it makes it look like you are really small in this really big cart, right? That is very experimental to me. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but at least it's a good effort. And we're going to see when it's actually in Minecraft if it works. Now I want this cart to feel kind of naturey, like the fairies have put it together with leaves and twigs and whatever they could find, really. And so you see that I really embrace the greens and the browns from leaves and twigs, right? And so this is the point in the time-lapse where I do my obligatory, I'm not a professional texture artist, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm hoping that it looks like leaves. I'm not sure. It could also be just a very big mess of green pixels. I don't know. I do like to think, though, that it turned out alright. I'm not too upset about this one. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Let's go see what it looks like in Minecraft. And there it is. Okay, that's alright. I think I do need to scale it up a little bit. But other than that, I think that's absolutely fine. Oh, that's pretty good. I like it. I think the cart is still too small to really make you feel big in it, right? So just a little bit more tweaking and let's do it. There you go. I think that's a little bit better. Like this feels kind of big now, doesn't it? Now I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but there can actually be 2 people in this cart, which means you can get a little competitive if you want. Pew! Alright, so now that I've got a cart, I kinda needed to start moving around. And we're doing that very similar to how we did it over there and over there. In fact, I think I can show you. All over the roller coaster track over here, I've got markers. Now, markers are invisible, but for the sake of demonstration, I have given them a particle. And so now you can see them, and the card is always looking for the next marker to go to. And so it's slowly teleporting itself along the track over here. And so essentially I now need to make that for the fairy planting squad. And the easy way of doing that is with this command over here. Essentially this will summon one of these markers if there's not already one within 0 and 0.0 blocks away from me. I think. Yeah, I think it's right. No, it's not. It's 0.1. Let's go try it out anyway. So if I start walking, you should see, there you go, a whole bunch of markers appearing behind me. And so now I need to walk along this path and try to sort of keep it smooth. Emphasis on trying. You can already see I'm kind of off-center there. That's fine, it's fine. We can always do it again if it's not good enough. And then the ride stops just about over there, I think. There you go, and now it's going to stop over there. Fantastic. There is, however, one problem, and that's that the ride doesn't really know where it starts and where it ends. And so we need to tell it where it starts and ends. And so now I'm giving the nearest marker to me, which is that one, a tag path start. That's where it starts. And I go behind me over here, and I give this one the tag finish. There you go. They should be good now. This ought to be fun. I haven't tested it yet. Let's see if it works. Oh, it's working! Oh, I did not know it was going to work, but it's working. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Look. We're a bit high up above the ground, but we can easily fix that. It's not a problem at all. I'm not sure if we're going too slow, but I think it's alright. We can start. I have, by the way, also added the scoreboard, which I can show you if I can actually hit the thing. Oh, this is turning out to be a lot more difficult than I think it is. But there you go. On the side, there's the scoreboard now. So if you shoot, you get scores added. Oh, this is so brilliant. And actually, this is also kind of fun. Look at that. Oh, this is so cool. I think we're going a little bit slow. It's way too easy to hit these things. So if we were to go just a little bit faster, I think it would be a lot more fun. You can kind of spam this as well, which is also kind of fun. Let's see if we can make this go down without having to stop the ride. Oh. I think we still need to go down a little bit more. Oh, I think we're on the ground perfectly. Okay, well that's it. Ooh, here we're about to get into the spoilers. The things I'll show later. Ooh. So I'm now at a point in the project where I keep finding tiny little things to add and such and stuff. For example, I just added this tree and these big blades of grass. I'm realizing I'm in the room with the spoilers that I'm not going to give yet. So let's quickly get out. One of the things that I've added is... Ooh, you can see it up there. Honey blocks. Those will give a lot more points than the dirt. However, they are a little bit more tricky to hit. There's one behind there. That one is very difficult. And there's one over here at the start as well. Also at the entrance of the ride here, I've given a bit of an introduction as to how the game works. If you want to read it, let me just do this and you can pause the video right here and read it. And you know what? Let's just write the ride together. I need to call this finished at some point. I think this is the point. Quickly, before I get more distracted. And here we go, just around this corner, there is the first room and the first couple of rooted dirt that we can shoot. And look at that, the scores are going up. Ooh, there's the one that's worth 500 points. Ooh, look at that, I'm shooting it. Now, I think we should be able, can we shoot it from over here? I don't think we can. Nope, okay, I'm just wasting my time now. Okay, let's shoot more, let's spam it. There is some more over there. Oh, and there is another one of the honey blocks. Can I hit it? There you go. I'm hitting it. Yes. There you go. Okay. Quickly. Let's see if I can get the other honey block, which is over there. I'm hitting it. Okay. That's another 500 points. So you can see the points. You can't really quite rack them up, can you? There is one over here, just behind here. There you go. That's a very interesting one. That's a good one to know. If you want points quickly, there's also one over here. There you go. Now here we are entering the room with the spoilers. And you can see over here what I've added is a castle, the fairy castle. And the fairy queen is here as well. Hello, fairy queen. And she, of course, has the gold block. That one is worth 1,000 points. And, well, of course, you're kind of going to want to spam that one a little bit. Unfortunately, though, it's a bit out of range. I can still try and hit the 500 point ones. And there is, another little sneak preview for you, is a gold block over here. Oh, sorry, that's a honeycomb block. Now, here's an interesting thing. From here, it's kind of over, but these bullets, they can actually, if this powder, can actually go through the walls. And so you can sort of spam it and hope that it still lands somewhere. Maybe it lands over there somewhere. I don't know, it's always worth trying. But if you can't get it, then, well, I suppose that's it. We're coming up on the exit over here. Ooh, I'm now thinking we should be able to hit those, shouldn't we? Well, anyway, when you hit the end over here, you get your score shown to you, and you get out of the cart, and you can exit the right over here at the exit. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? But there you have it. That is the fairy planting squad ride that I made. You see that smile on my face? Well, I can tell you, it's there in real life as well. Oh, I so like how just a little bit of hard work can lead to something that is, I genuinely think this is cool. Look at that. It's so awesome. I so love it. I have so enjoyed making this. This is so much fun. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching this just as much as I have enjoyed making it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Whatever ride we shall make then. Oh, this is so exciting. I'll see you later. Bye.